We're here at the Canon booth with Tim, advisor to film and television division, and we're looking at the C300, right?
We are, yep.
Where does the C300 fit in when you have the 5D Mark II and now you have the Mark III, and then you have this kind of, you have this weird place where red has kind of been dominant, and this is my, because I'm a Canon man, this is my kind of 300 and 500, I'm going, finally we got something we can, you know, get some...
C300 fits in our lap, dead in the middle, but in the industry, it's the best HD camera, bar none.
Okay.
And HD still is the main source of production, television, things like that. It's a 1920 by 1080 camera and the best 1920 1080 camera on the market, by the way. So where does it fit in, say, with 4K or 5Ks or 6Ks or 8Ks? It doesn't. If you're playing in the 4K space, then we have the C500 for that, and that'll be out later this year at some point. But most of us are playing in the HD space or the 2K space. This camera would come in for most productions that way. So.
Okay, great. So who's the main consumer of this device right now? Independent filmmakers, or who's using this the most?
Oh, the camera was announced November 3rd.
Right.
Shipped shortly after December, so it's not really, there's not a lot of them in the wild yet.
Right.
But what we're finding the first acceptance to be is television.
Great.
They're getting on to lots of television shows, NCIS, NCSLA have got a couple. They're shooting like B stuff and things, clever things like that. We worked on the show Grimm, I think, also had a couple of them. So they're trying to find homes for them, but we're mid-season and nobody changes mid-season or really makes that much difference. And I think next season you'll see even more. Filmmakers as well, 1920, but not necessarily the ones that go to the big screen, so to speak, although it will happen, I believe. 1920, there's a lot of stuff at 1920 to 1080, the big screen. I think what's really surprising me is reality television.
Really? Okay, so they're using...
really see that coming. You know, they're typically use smaller sensor cameras, depth of field of miles, sit on your shoulder, ENG style cameras. But based on its price point, its size, you know, why not kick it up a notch? Why not add a little more production value to storage wars?
Yeah, exactly. I've actually been on sets, CSI Miami as an example, and then Criminal Minds, where all of a sudden someone busts out a 5D, and you're like, wow, we have this giant, you know, Arri camera, and then they're using a 5D for the B-roll, and I'm like, that's how advanced Canon is in their price point that I can own.
I think every set has a 5D somewhere.
Yeah, absolutely.
It's not the A camera, it's not the B camera. I've heard it called a Z camera. I've heard it called an opportunity camera.
Right.
They just think of things to do with it. And now you get on sets these days and there's Arris and there's Canons and there's GoPros and there's Reds and there's everybody uses everything. And that's great. Whatever tool is going to give you what you need to tell your story, that's the one you should be using.
I was just watching Bandito Brothers. They were showing their new stuff that they were working with. They shot almost exclusively on the 5D, their last project. And it's like, what they're able to do, they said the portability that Canon gave them with the 5D is just bar none.
Is this the Active Valor project?
Yes, exactly.
Spectacular.
Yeah.
Again, a hell of a lot of it was shot on SLRs, the little film, everything had to work for the right thing. Shane Hurlbut shot that, and it was fantastic. So there's a point of view to that. That's a different movie that has ever been made before, and I think the size of the camera, what they did with it, made something completely different.
And Canon made that possible.